Hello, everyone. Tim with UCLA wide receiver and kick returner Jadyn Marshall. Thank you for joining me today.
Yeah, of course.
I'll start with my first question. How old were you when you started playing football?
I was 5 years old.
So you started at a young age.
Yeah, I started playing football, basketball, and I ran track ever since 5 years old.
So you really started each sport young and then, really took off with it
Yeah, it just kind of progressed over the years.
and you found your skill for it.
Yeah,
What made you pick UCLA?
uh, the coaches, the environment, and like the opportunity of like just being in LA, uh, the city of opportunity, where a lot of people can make a name for themselves.
Just everything with the coaches, the school, and yeah, the chance being in Westwood, it's a great place. You have lots of opportunities for anything.
Yeah, basically, I mean, I'm like 10 minutes away from like LeBron's house. Like you feel me? Like there's just a lot of things that like are like around here that like where I'm from like is not normal.
Yeah, that's crazy. Have you been to LeBron's house?
Of course not, but I
Has
wish.
you just knew where he lives?
Yeah, I think the coaches not like said like where he lives like exactly, but like kind of like gave us like like this is where he lives type stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What was your favorite moment from this past season?
Uh, Probably I think someone asked me that in a Q&A. Probably when we beat Utah or playing in the bowl game.
So yeah, that Utah game, that was a great win. Everyone talking about Utah and kind of, didn't give you guys enough credit for the great undefeated team you were.
I know, like for surely, like that was like an early season win, and like no one really like believed in like the UCLA hype until like we beat them because they
Yeah.
thought our preseason wasn't like so much impressive that we weren't that good of a team as we seen.
Yeah, definitely. And then, like you mentioned, the bowl game, you got a lot of playing time in that too, huh?
Yeah, that was a smooth experience. I ended up dropping a kick return, but that was also because I mean Texas weather and all that something like I've never had to deal with,
Yeah,
and like
that rain was crazy.
yeah, not the wind was crazy. Shoot,
Really?
yeah, that was Texas wind at its finest.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, so I mean it's something I learned. It's a learning experience. Uh, I mean I just have to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Yeah, that kind of leads me into my next question. It was about the bowl game against Pitt, and obviously you got a lot of experience in starting at kick returner that game with Casimir being out. But what's something that you're gonna build on for this upcoming season now that you have that experience?
Uh, One, having experience. Two, just playing with confidence, just playing like it's high school. Uh, and I feel like once like I like really like be out there even more, like I feel like my confidence is just gonna grow, and that's gonna make me a better player.
Yeah, that confidence and you get used to it and you realize it's just the same sport that you've always played that you love.
Most definitely. I mean, you realize, I mean, football is football, no matter what stage you're at. Like football is still the same football since you've been playing. It's
Yeah,
just it's just associated with different people, and it's like a different outtake on things.
yeah, definitely. And will you be taking on that role that Casimir Allen kind of had where you'll be kick returning and at receiver and then Chip Kelly will use you for explosive plays?
That's a great question. I could even. I'm not. I mean, I'm not able to really answer that question to the fullest. Uh, but I mean, I could say that I know that Chip and UCLA does wants to use me. So, I mean, I wouldn't be here if they didn't. So, yeah.
So you know that they definitely have a game plan for you, and they want to be using you because you know that's the reason you're here.
Yeah.
What's the best thing about being in an offense led by Chip Kelly?
It's cool knowing that like my head coach is the offensive coordinator, and like it took me almost the whole entire season to like officially like learn the offense, but like learning like the playbook and the plays and like the system like was extremely hard. But like once you like know it, like you could play so much faster, so much freely, and so much better.
Yeah, so it's cool having your head coach, your offensive coordinator, and then once you learn, I'm sure it is, you know, a lot to learn, especially because he used it in the NFL. But you know, once you get it down, it helps you tremendously.
Most definitely.
How do you feel about the offense this coming season?
What do you mean by that?
Like as a whole team, like you and the rest of the offense.
I feel like our offense is going to be explosive like last year and maybe even better just because of what we had last year was like a very explosive and good offense. But I feel like the weapons that we have this year could possibly even make it even better.
That's great. You know, you guys have a lot of good weapons. Like you mentioned, you have you, like Logan Loya, Cam Brown, TJ Harden, Dante Moore.
I was like, my fault.
What?
No, someone just knocked on my door. I was thrown
Oh.
off.
But yeah, you
Nah,
got
yeah, but most definitely. I mean, you got them, and then you also got the newcomers that just got here. I feel like they can make an impact on our team.
oh yeah, that's right. Like Carson Steele at running back too, huh?
Yeah, I haven't really seen his tape, but I heard he's pretty good.
Yeah, I also saw that he has a pet alligator.
He has a who?
A pet alligator.
That's interesting. That's so random.
I know. I saw it. It was on Scott Van Pelt. They interviewed him for it.
Interesting. He has a pet alligator.
Yep.
That's intriguing.
What's your track training like?
Uh, right now it's more of like getting me into the groove of things. Because we don't want to rush me back, but also we're trying to get me ready for some meets. So it's like hard, but like nothing crazy, so I don't get injured.
Yeah, don't want to get injured after having played the football season. Then you want to make sure your body can adjust to it, but then be prepared for the meets where they can use you.
Yeah.
Do you run like the 100 and stuff?
No, I'm a hurdler.
Oh, nice. That's cool. I know you were instrumental in landing Dante Moore when he came out on his visit. What were some of the things you talked about with him to help persuade his decision?
I didn't really. I'm not really gonna say like I talked to him about something, but like I more just like was myself and like kept it real with him. Tell him how UCLA gonna be. Tell him how I feel like he can make a difference here. And like most schools, like when they like recruit or like host, like they'll lie to their recruit. I just told him the honest truth. Like anything he asked, I kept it 100 with him. I love his family. His family was fucking with me, and I feel like me being real and authentic with him was able to like show how UCLA really is.
Yeah, so you know, some guys they try and like pad their score or lie about, but you gave him the truth, and so he knew from what he was getting from you was the honest truth and all the great things about UCLA and Westwood.
Yeah, most definitely.
What's your message to UCLA fans for the upcoming season?
The upcoming football season,
Yeah.
I feel like coming off what we did last year, I feel like this year We could be even better. I feel like last year was like a starter pack to something great. Uh, I feel like this year we could take what we did last year and go even further with that.
So it's kind of like this is just a preview this past season. Now you guys take it even to the next step, double digit win season.
Yeah, I feel like we could get to 10 wins this year. I think we can make school history, and I think we could keep building off what we did this year.
That would be amazing. And maybe last season the Pac-12 get that Pac-12 championship.
I know you telling me.
How would you describe yourself off the field?
I feel like off the field, uh, I feel like I'm very like lively, jovial. I think I'm consistent on like the way I act around like realistically like anyone. I'm the same person. It doesn't matter like who I'm by. I'm not gonna change.
So you're kind of just the same person everywhere. You're not like don't have two personalities. Like what they get from you is like your true personality.
Yeah, it's like it's more even just like people change around like certain people or like people change for like who they're around. I'm the type of person who stays the same person every single day.
Yeah, that's good because people change it. Like they don't want to show who they really are around other people.
Yeah, most definitely.
Then the last question I have is for fun. You can get to take any three NFL players to dinner. They could be past or present. Who are you taking?
You said NFL players?
Yeah, and they could be
Uh,
past or present.
uh, Probably right now, shit. Probably Debo. Probably either Debo, Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, Brock Purdy. Probably anybody on the Niners.
I got to,
I'm being honest with
you have to take them rolling right now. Hopefully, get a Super Bowl and talk to them about, tell them to do it.
you. Yeah, we hoping the same thing.
Yeah, and then Debo, that'd be a fun one to talk to for experience too, because he kind of has like the skills. You have like skill sets like him with speed, agility.
Yeah, yeah, I think Debo would be. Oh, and like Brandon Ayuk, I'd love to talk to him. So like, there's a lot of players I would love to talk to. Mainly just on the Niners. I don't really care about any other players.
Yeah, that'd be a great dinner.
Yeah, terrific if you ask me.
I thank you for taking the time to join me today.
Yeah, of course.